Hello. Just give me 1 second here. I am trying to see if I can stream Instagram and Facebook. Hello. I don't know how to do that. All right, that is okay. Hello. Thanks for joining, guys. Awesome. Hi, Danny. So glad you're joining. All right. So 1 second. Hello. All right. Give a couple more seconds here while you're joining. If you didn't see my post, you can access the handout I'm going to be referring to on Facebook. So you can head over there if you want, and it's just a PDF, so you can have it up on your screen or iPad or print it out if you have time. But alrighty. So my name is Brianna Meade, and I am the Your Essential Health name, and I thought it would be a fabulous idea to go ahead and host a virtual class on Essential Oil 101. So I like to host classes in person, preferably. It's a lot of fun to get to know people and really help them one-on-one, but you know, it isn't always easy with our crazy schedules and whatnot. So I thought, let's give this a try and see how this works out. So, and this will be recorded for, I will put it on my Facebook and then my YouTube channel that it's a work in progress, but I will attempt to put it there as well. So if you have to, you know, if you're interrupted at all, you can access that and refer back to it. So I will do my best to get that up as soon as possible. All right, so for those of you joining, I am going to pretend like you are brand new to oils and you don't know anything. And so I'm going to kind of give you a great overview. You're going to have some great information by the end of the class. So first, some of you may know me already, and I wanted to just share a little bit of how I got started with oils. And I should back up real quick. As you're logging in, also feel free to chime in with any questions. I will do my best to answer them either right away or kind of at the right time. So you can go ahead and just post those, and I might jot them down and share with them throughout the class. So anyways, my name's Brianna Meade, and I started with oils about, I think it was almost 3 years ago. In spring, it'll be 3 years. And so I was actually pregnant. I was in my second trimester, and my friend Laura invited me to her class. And I already was drawn to natural remedies, and I wanted to kind of reduce the chemicals and things like that I was being exposed to. And so I went ahead and I enrolled. I decided this was a great alternative for me. I was getting headaches, so I wasn't able to take ibuprofen while pregnant, but I could use peppermint oil and things like that. So I found that they were great tools for me, and from there, it's kind of been integrated into our life as I've just moved through different stages. So I used them during my pregnancy, but then I also used them during my birth and my labor. I used them for postpartum, for healing. I had a C-section, and then I've used them on my baby, who is now not so much a baby. He's 16 months, so almost a toddler. I guess it's considered toddler, right? We utilize them in all areas of our house. So yeah, that's kind of a little background on me. So if you're brand new to oils, you know, this is what is an essential oil? So an essential oil is something that nature produces. So essential oils are powerful aromatic compounds, and they are from, you know, the leaf or the flower or the root, and the stems. It can be anything from the plant, and it would be either steam distilled or cold pressed if it's a citrus, and that is going to help extract that oil from that plant, making it more potent, making it more powerful, and putting them in these tiny little bottles so we get to enjoy them. So if you've ever rubbed your hand on a peppermint plant or even holding an orange, you'll notice that smell stays with you. That is the essential oil of that plant, fruit, whatever it is, staying on your skin. So, and also, side note, while I go through, please take notes. This is a lot of information. You can also refer back to the video, but please take any notes. anyways, so an essential oil is something that nature produces, and our body gets to utilize that because the plant is carbon-based and we are carbon-based, to keep it in simple terms. Essential oils are cost effective, so when you start swapping out other things in your medicine cabinet or in your house, you'll notice that they are actually a lot more cost effective. And there are a ton of benefits. So there are side benefits. Even if you are trying to achieve, good sleep through lavender, you'll get some other benefits that will benefit your skin, and we'll talk about those a little bit later. So keep in the back of your head what you're trying to learn from this class. If you would like to share, you're welcome to add it to the comments so then I can address it as we go through. Hi, Tori. Hi, Jesse. So feel free to comment with anything that you are looking to learn from this class, or any ailments, anything like that I can address along the way. But I think I should cover a good basis. So that is what an essential oil is. So now I want to talk about how you can use essential oils. So there are 3 different ways you can use essential oils. You can use them aromatically, so simply by diffusing, and also, so let me see if I can actually, so my diffuser is going. I'm going to unplug it though. So you can get a diffuser. You can get them from doTERRA or on Amazon, and diffuse it anywhere around your house. So now I have one in every single room. But also, if you do not have a diffuser and you just are getting oils and you don't have, you're not quite ready for adding it to your budget to get a diffuser, you can also just simply do a nice, easy way of a diffuser in your hands. So this is peppermint. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop 1 drop into my hands here, and I'm going to rub my hands together. So I'm going to get my hands nice and warm, and already I can smell it. But I'm going to go ahead and cut my hands over my face and take some nice deep breaths. And oh my gosh. So instantly, when you're taking those deep breaths, you're going to feel that peppermint hit the back of your nose, down your throat, and that was only 1 drop. These essential oils are 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs, so you don't need as much. So you're gonna get that instant benefit. So if you're on the go and you just have your oil in your purse, anything like that, it's a really quick, easy way to get the benefit of that aromatic. Next is topical. So topical is very popular. I use topically every day, multiple times a day. It depends what it is. So topically means that you are going to be applying that oil to your skin. Now you can do that in a couple ways. You can make, and doTERRA makes roller balls that are pre-diluted and ready to go. So what does pre-diluted mean? It means that these essential oils are so potent and strong that we want to make sure we dilute, because we don't need that much, and we want to allow it to carry into our skin and get the full effect. So you can get bottles of fractionated coconut oil here. I put mine in a pump. So it is a nice thin, nice easy oil here. It's not very greasy. It's going to absorb very quickly, and it is going to help carry that oil into your skin. So it is going to help carry that compound all throughout. It absorbs fairly quickly, so that grease should not stick around. So I apply it all the time, and I don't get left any grease stains on my shirt. So you can do it that way. You can simply do what I just did and put a drop in your hand, a little bit of coconut oil, and rub where you would need. So where would you want to apply topically? Usually pulse points, so you want to get it into your bloodstream. When you apply an oil topically, it gets into your bloodstream and affects every cell within 20 minutes. It's really crazy. So every single cell. So you can do your pulse points. You can do over your heart, especially for emotional use. If you have a headache, you can do your temples and the back of the neck. And also the bottom of the feet. So number 1, bottom of the feet, we're going to get that absorption right in. It's the largest blood supply, a lot of nerve endings, so it's really going to be useful. So as much as sometimes we're going to enjoy the aromatic benefits, there are some oils that won't be as nice smelling, like our immune blend, where it would benefit you greatly to have that on the bottom of your feet. So that is topically. So diluting when necessary, and also these oils can be applied to kids, most oils, and babies, just diluting accordingly. There's different ratios for them. So next is internally. So one of my favorite ways to use oils is actually internally. So it kind of scares people sometimes to think about ingesting an essential oil, but I want to put this in your head that remember, this is simply just an oil from a plant. So, we drink orange juice, we ingest a lot of other things in our lives that we don't think about as much that have harmful things in them. So this is something completely safe. doTERRA makes it really easy and has a nutrition looking label for anything you can take internally. So if you can take it internally, it will say supplement facts and have a cute little nutrition label there. If it is not, which there is very, very few out of all of doTERRA's oils, then it will just not have that. And it might have a child-proof looking cap on it, like so. So, internally, you can simply just drop in your water. So I have my water here. This is a glass. So you want to use glass or stainless steel. I am going to go ahead and just drop a lemon. I'm going to do 2 drops. It's a pretty good amount of water, and I enjoy. You can stir it around if you want, or if you have a bottle, shake it up. But you can enjoy taking internally simply that way. So if it's an oil you actually enjoy the taste of. There are some oils that we will get internal benefits but not necessarily want to taste, so that is perfectly fine. doTERRA has a couple of things. They have veg capsules that you can drop the essential oil into and take internally, or soft gels that are just pre-made, ready to go. Really easy to go away. So that is on internal usage, so keep open-minded about that. So I wanted to talk about peppermint a little bit more. So I had just put that in my palm. Peppermint is a great cooling oil. So again, feel free to chime in if you have anything you want me to touch on, and then I'll make sure to cover it. But peppermint is going to be awesome. It's going to be cooling. So if you have a kiddo that has a fever, or if you are going through menopause and have hot flashes, I also used it while we were on vacation on me and my little to help cool down because it was pretty warm. It's also going to be terrific for respiratory support. So it's going to help open those airways right away. When I was inhaling that, I'm feeling that hit the back of my throat and open that all up. It's going to be also invigorating, so very uplifting where you're needing an energy boost. It's really going to wake you up, right? It's pretty strong. So doing that, one of my favorite is peppermint and wild orange to blend together for some focus and concentration. So next I want to talk about is kind of more of the effective side of essential oils. So we know that they're potent. We know that they're 50 to 70 times more potent than herbs. So looking at the effective side, we have a lot of cells in our body, and a lot of times when we get sick, a virus will resonate and stay in that cell. So it'll stay in the cell, bacteria stays kind of outside the cell. So essential oils can penetrate in that cell and help fight that virus. So you'll see a lot of benefits to using them that way. So one in this regard is On Guard. So On Guard and is our protective blend. So this is going to be all things supporting our immune system. This is hands down a great staple to have. So it is going to get into those cells and help protect our immune system proactively, but also when we get sick. What is in On Guard? So we have cinnamon, we have clove, we have rosemary, we have eucalyptus, we have wild orange, and those all are going to do terrific things. They fight off 99% of germs and bacteria. So they are also great for cleaning. So there's a whole On Guard line of soap, laundry detergent, cleaner concentrate, but you can also make your own cleaner just with this little bottle. So I kind of do both. I use a cleaner concentrate and this, and make all my own cleaners. It only cost me $1 to refill the bottle, the glass bottle that I got. So really cost-effective way to get cleaning. So again, feel free to take notes as we go through. I'm going to flip my page here. And if you do not know, I have this handout that I'm using. This is from Live Naturally Tools, and you can get this on my link I posted on the Facebook invite, or you can also go directly to their website. I know the Instagram link might not have worked. So anyways, so what I want to talk about next is doTERRA as a company. So doTERRA is an amazing company. One of the other reasons I really decided to do this as a business, because they are such an amazing company and I just wanted to be a part of their mission. And so what doTERRA did was 10 years ago they started, and they decided there needed to be a higher standard for essential oils. So you'll notice a lot of adulterated bottles on the shelves, whether it's Marshall's or Costco, and they have these claims to be natural or therapeutic grade and etc. But then you'll also notice some things on the back that say flammable or not for topical usage. So, doTERRA decided, let's make something that's real. Let's, make a 100% pure essential oil. So what they do is they have a certified therapeutic grade CPTG label that basically means they are putting these essential oils, every essential oil batch, through rigorous testing. And it's not them, they're using a third party. You can actually look at the batch number on the bottom of the bottle and pull up the source to you, which is on doTERRA's site, so it will redirect you, and you can pull up the reports showing that this is 100%, so peppermint is 100% peppermint leaf, there's no synthetics, there's no fillers, and it's going to be free of contaminants. So that is what's going to make it not only safe for our bodies and our home and our families, but also effective. So really great. So again, that therapeutic grade, that we're getting that benefit for our health. That is why we're doing this most of the time, also to smell amazing. But so co-impact sourcing for doTERRA is the way they source their oils. So what they do is they are going directly to the country or region that the plant naturally derives. So for example, bergamots and oranges and a lot of our citrus oils are going to be grown naturally in Italy. You'll notice if you go to Italy, which I was just there over the summer, there's lemons everywhere, and there's a reason. So they're going directly to the region, and they are actually partnering with farmers and harvesters and families and communities and helping them by partnering with them, giving them fair trade value for their oils that they weren't getting before. And this is helping them get things like, fresh water and housing and a lot of other awesome things that support those communities. So I really love the company for that reason. And I think that if you think of where you're buying something, that you're supporting whatever that business is, I think that this just gives you a little bit more heart behind it, and that heart and soul is what I really love. So all right, so that's kind of an overview. Now I'm going to talk about some oils. So I've talked about 2 oils of the top 10 oils. I'm going to talk about the rest. These are the most popular, and these are staples. So there are, I think, like 90 or so essential oils that doTERRA has, and they are all wonderful. And you might find that you might start with these and it might grow, but these are where you really want to start your journey. So first one we're going to talk about is lavender. Who hasn't heard about lavender, right? So this is from Bulgaria. And if you've smelled lavender, you probably haven't smelled doTERRA's lavender, and it smells amazing. I don't really care, or I didn't care for lavender, and that was probably because it was a fake fragrance I was smelling, but I absolutely love this. So, you know that lavender is great for sleep and relaxing, which are fabulous. So the lavender essential oil is actually going to affect the brain and help calm us right away. It's fabulous for that. So it's also going to be fabulous for any stress or anxiety in that fashion. So you don't have to use it just for sleep. We can use it to help calm our minds in general, which is very helpful. But because it's calming and soothing, it's also going to be calming for the skin. So if you have any sunburns or burns, if you have skin irritations or hives, things like that, that is where lavender is going to do wonders. So it's going to help take that redness away, soothe that itching, that burning, and take care of that. Lavender is also excellent for allergies. So you can use this for allergies along with a couple others, peppermint and then lemon that I'm going to talk about next. Yes, Danny, and thank you, Alicia. So yes, you can definitely make your own hand sanitizer. I make it myself, and I also buy the one from doTERRA. It's an On Guard sanitizing mist, and it is awesome. And if you go to V, it is on the shelf there. That's what the spray we have out is. So that's lavender. I'm going to try to run through these really quickly so I don't bore you, but please let me know if you have questions. So lemon, which I used in my water, is awesome for cleansing and freshening. It smells amazing. It tastes amazing. It is going to be very helpful when taking, especially internally, to help alkaline your body. So if we're not having that alkaline level, then we are going to be too acidic. So sometimes when we're too acidic, we're actually going to be more prone to getting sick. So this is going to help with that. So this is something that's a staple. You can have this just on your countertop, wherever you, right by your glasses, and every morning just dropping that into your bottle of water or glass and making sure you get that benefit. So it's going to be uplifting, which is awesome to diffuse if, you just want a good citrus. This is a great one. You also can use it for cleaner. So with my all-purpose cleaner, I might use, On Guard, either the concentrate or the oil, but I'll also use lemon. Also going with that, lemon is great for getting sticky stuff off. So stickers, anything like that. I actually use it to take I peel this label off and recycle my bottles, and I use it to wipe the bottles off. So that is good to know. The next one we're going to talk about is Melaleuca. So Melaleuca is tea tree oil. You've probably heard of tea tree oil. So tea tree oil is kind of first aid in a bottle. So this is going to be a great antiseptic, kind of replacing if you had a peroxide. So it's going to also be great for cleaning, especially if you like that smell. This is another one I will add to my all-purpose cleaner, just because I really like the clean smell, and it really seems to get all the grime and everything off. I use it on my stove especially. So you can use it at the gym, wiping down equipment, or add it to your hand sanitizer if you need that extra love. It's also great for anything fungal. So athlete's foot, anything like that, we're definitely going to want to pull out that Melaleuca. So great one to have. Then we have oregano. So oregano, it's not one you think you need, but you need it. This is going to be nature's antibiotic, and this is one you're not going to pull out all the time. This is probably not one you're going to diffuse. I mean, you might like the smell. It smells, like Italy. It smells like pasta sauce in a bottle. But you can actually use it in your pasta sauce. You can actually drop this into your food too. But in regards to immunity, this is going to do wonders for us. So if we're sick, whether it's with a stomach bug, parasitic, viral, antiseptic, all those benefits is going to be what oregano is. It is an extremely strong hot oil, meaning there's a lot of oregano packed into this bottle, so we want to be very careful and always dilute this. Dilute. I was a little bit too thorough with my oregano and not enough with the dilution, and I actually got some redness once on my neck because I had such a bad sore throat. So you want to make sure you're diluting. This is one that we'd stay away from, maybe babies 2 and under, but with kiddos we can use, but we want to dilute accordingly with that. So this is going to be kind of the sharpest knife in your block that you're going to have, and really going to come in handy when you are sick. So the next one we have is Breathe. So Breathe is one everyone loves. Breathe is a respiratory blend. So it is a respiratory blend. It does have our peppermint in it. It's going to have laurel leaf, eucalyptus, melaleuca, lemon, cardamom, and ravensara. So it is going to be all things supporting our respiratory and opening our airways, especially when it comes to sinus congestion and things like that. So if you have congestion, asthma, if you are looking for something to kind of clear airways pre-workout, you're kind of getting out of the woods with being sick, want to open those airways, but just an everyday use pre-workout is wonderful to apply to the neck for congestion of your sinuses. You're going to do it over the bridge of your nose, kind of underneath your eyes here, not too close to your eyes. We want to just bring it over our sinuses, over our brows and temples, and then also the chest. So this is an awesome one. This is going to be this is going to be replacing your Vicks, essentially. So they also make throat drops with this, and they make a vapor stick, which is very helpful. All right, we have Digest Zen. So Digest Zen is called our tummy tamer. So this is going to be all things soothing for our digestive system. And sometimes that can be an ongoing thing. So you can take this every day if you're dealing with something ongoing, but also just ad hoc as we need it. So some of us, like myself, aren't a huge fan of the smell, at least for taste. I've really learned to love the smell. It smells like black licorice, and that is because it has our anise, it has peppermint, it has caraway, ginger, coriander, tarragon, and fennel. So it's going to be a nice zesty blend. It's going to be a little bit cooling. But yeah, if you don't like that black licorice smell, you'll probably take this in a soft gel or drop it in your veg capsule. Or you can also do underneath the tongue. But again, if you don't like that taste, that's not really going to be our way of taking it. But for Digest Zen, it is going to help with anything coming out of us. Let's just put it that way. So, all embarrassing moments, this is going to be where you want this. I've learned just to keep this in my purse because I just never know when I need it, and it's never the right time. So I will take this in a veg capsule internally, like I said, but I'll also roll it, so a pre-diluted roller on my belly, or just take a couple drops, a little bit of fractionated coconut oil, and rub on my belly until that stomach ache has relieved. And this and oregano definitely as a combo. I had food poisoning from fair food. I never eat bad, and I did, and I paid for it, and I had an earthquake burger, part of one, and I had food poisoning. I mean, I was throwing up. I made the mistake of not packing this, but as soon as I got to my bag to get it and I took it, relief, and all the symptoms started subsiding. I definitely made sure to repeat and keep using. It's not just a let's take something one time and expect it to be magic. We want to be using our oils. But yeah, so those two definitely were saviors. So other things digestive, just to keep in mind that it will help with, is heartburn and indigestion. If you get morning sickness, nausea, anything like that, and then diarrhea, obviously. For nausea too, or anything sinus, you can actually swipe under your nose if you enjoy the smell. I don't do that all the time, but when I'm desperate, I'll do that. So, all right, the last one of the top 10 oils is Deep Blue. So this is also a popular one that you may have heard of. This is the only one here that always comes in a 5 ml bottle. The others are 15 ml bottles, so 3 times the amount. So this 5 ml bottle is amazing. It comes in the 5 ml, but you might have also heard of the rub. This is going to be kind of your husband winner. It's going to be one that is going to soothe achy joints, really supporting muscle, joints, ligaments. So whether you are sore from the gym, recovering from a workout, or you are post-surgery and your tissues are repairing and you're needing to get circulation, what is in Deep Blue is helichrysum. I'll give you the others too. We have wintergreen, camphor, we have peppermint, ylang ylang, helichrysum, like I said, blue tansy, German chamomile, and osmanthus. So a lot of people say it smells kind of like Bengay, but way better, way better. So this is going to be really supportive of those muscle and joints. I use this every day, post-workout mostly, but I do keep it in my gym bag. So if I'm extra sore, I'll put it on before, because I just know that I'm going to be extra stiff and it's going to be harder to get through that workout. So definitely a staple to have for that. If you have injuries too, definitely applying to that area. We want to be mindful of using that area, such as working out, but that it will definitely give those healing benefits to getting that on its way to recovery. So Definitely an awesome staple. So those are all the top 10 oils I wanted to talk about. There is one that I'll briefly talk about. There's a few extras on the handout, and I'll kind of do a go back on those. But one I wanted to touch on is Serenity, because it is the enrollment promo. It's one of the enrollment promos this month. Serenity is a restful blend. So this is going to have your lavender. It is going to have your cedarwood, hoewood, lang lang, marjoram, Roman chamomile, vetiver, vanilla, and our sandalwood, Hawaiian sandalwood. This is going to be all things calming and restful, just like the lavender, but they've kind of crammed a bunch of oils in here that all give you those effects. So this is going to help with anxious feelings. So it doesn't have to just be used for sleep, but this is really easy if you enjoy a few of those oils that it's already made for you. So this is free if you're enrolling with a kit 200 PV or more. Or also we have the red mandarin that is 100 PV or more, and I've talked about those earlier today. So just wanted to share with you on that. So we're going to flip our handout to the next page, which is going to be about kind of what our foundations to a healthy lifestyle is. So doTERRA is all about wellness. So they're not just about essential oils. I know we all thought that's all they're about, but they are all about overall wellness. So if you have the handout here, over on that little pyramid, we're going to refer to, this is our kind of foundations for a doTERRA lifestyle, and we refer to that sometimes because they have a lot of products that benefit you, not just essential oils, or they're made with essential oils. So for that foundation of a healthy lifestyle in general, we want to think about eating right and the nutrition and the things that we're putting in our bodies. So we all enjoy splurging every once in a while and maybe eat most of the time, pretty well. But we want to make sure that we're getting our nutrients and really nourishing our body in that way. And then also hydrating, making sure we are drinking half of our body weight in ounces of water at least a day. So definitely a foundation for our health is giving our body that nutrition. The next is exercise and weight management. So moving your body, getting out. It does not matter whether you are, a beginner and you're struggling, or, you're an athlete. We need to move our bodies every day, keep them moving and getting those joints and muscles nice and secure, but also managing, our weight and making sure that we are healthy. So there's a lot we can do there. For rest and manage stress. So a lot of illnesses stem from not getting enough rest and also being stressed and excessive stress. So definitely recognizing that if you are not getting enough sleep and making sure to make time for that, and managing stress, so finding things to eliminate in your life to reduce that stress, are definitely an important stepping stone for your healthy lifestyle. The next is reducing toxic load. So taking a look at, the labels of things that you're putting into your house, reading the back and educating yourself. Maybe it's an ingredient you don't know. Most likely, there are a lot of those. And we look that up and find out that it is actually going to be very harmful for our bodies. Or we have a lot of fake fragrances in our products at home. Things that are actually really messing with our hormones and really affecting our cells. So those things are doing us no good and giving us no benefit. And unfortunately, it's kind of a norm that, we just are drawn to Windex and, certain things. And it's just, let's weed out the crap. Let's get it back to basics, and really try to give our bodies what they need and rid the things that are not necessary. So the other two things are being informed and being proactive. So it isn't just about fixing the problem when you get it. You're sick, you of course want to get better, but how can we avoid getting sick? And how can we avoid, whether it's certain moods we fall into and that we're dealing with, making sure that we address it and are being proactive with it. So for immunity, not only can we use things to help us when we get sick, but we can use them every day to protect us from getting sick. So that is kind of our foundation of our doTERRA lifestyle and what we try to reach. So obviously, if you're starting out with oils, you're like, that's a lot. we don't need to tackle all the steps. Let's tackle one at a time and work on it. So I just wanted to briefly talk about, since we talked about nutrition, doTERRA not only does essential oils, but they also do supplements and many other products. They are actually known for their supplements. It is their #1 top seller. So let me show you here. So this is a lifelong vitality pack. So if you're on our handout here on the pretty little bottle page, that's where we're going to be. So they come in a trio here. So our lifelong vitality is going to give you 3 different bottles. So the first one we're going to talk about is vitamins and minerals. So you might take a vitamin mineral supplement, and you want to make sure that in that supplement you are getting everything you need. And a lot of times there are fillers and things like that that are no good for you to ingest. So doTERRA is awesome and made vitamin mineral. This is their Microplex VM complex. This is going to be a whole food multivitamin and mineral. So it is going to support our immune system, helping it be healthy. It has 22 essential vitamins and minerals from whole foods, and it's going to have 11 servings of vegetables. So you're not quite, eating quite right. You definitely want to think about integrating this. You do want to, and getting that full nourishment. A lot of what drives our energy, if you're low in energy, you're tired, moody, things like that, you won't even realize that that is a major factor. So making sure that we are doing all the other things like drinking water, eating well, and exercising, but making sure we get that full nutrition for optimal health. So the vitamin mineral supplement comes in that vitality pack. The next one is your omega. So this is EO omega, and that is because it's going to have your omega-3, 6, 9 fatty acids. They are going to be pure. A lot of fish oils out there are rancid and we don't even know it. But it's also going to have 9 essential oils put in here. So a lot of benefits going in here that are going to help with our supporting mental brain function, and then also supporting our cardiovascular. So the purity and the quality is where the doTERRA supplements set apart from any others. All right, the one that is really awesome is our CRS, alpha CRS. That just means cellular complex. It means it's going to support antioxidant and cellular energy. So if you have damaged cells and you are low in energy, it is most likely because those cells are damaged. We want to help with aging cells and damaged and unwanted cells, and get rejuvenated and make sure we have healthy cells being produced. So this is going to help with your cell lifespan and making sure that is happening, kind of in the simpler terms. I also posted a video that really goes into depth. It was by Dr. Axe on lifelong vitality and really explaining more of the science and details on it. So if you're interested in that, please check that out. So with supplements too, whether you are taking another supplement and you're wanting to try doTERRA's, starting it out slow and making sure that we are, taking maybe a quarter of the dose and then half, and then working our way up. So, you will definitely notice a difference in your energy, in your mood. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee because you could send the bottles back empty, but they never have that happen, I'm sure, because you will notice a difference. And a lot of times people will say they even notice the difference when they come off of them. They know when they do not take them. Me, for example, I had my prenatals. I had bought like 2 big jars, so it took me a while to get into the supplements just because I didn't want to be wasteful, and I had researched on good prenatals, and there's a little bit more that I needed other than this for prenatals, but I don't need those right now. But so I had those, but I went ahead and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna get started on these because I need to know what the big deal is. And I had gone back to work, and I was working full-time, I was working part-time, commuting, and I was still breastfeeding. And so I was up at night and driving an hour, 45 minutes, and I was exhausted. And I was finding that I was having to get another coffee, have an afternoon coffee just to not get drowsy. And I started taking these, and then one day I was like, oh, I don't need a coffee, I'm fine. I'm like, this is amazing. So, and then I noticed when I stopped and I forgot to take my supplements, I needed that. So definitely goes to show the effectiveness there. So on the bottom of the handout too, I won't go over these in details, but there are some supplement options or add-ins too that they have. They have a lot of great add-ins. So, contact me after, and if you want me to help you kind of show you what ones will work specifically for what you have going on, I would definitely love to help you. They have things from probiotics and pterozymes, which are digestive enzymes. They have things to support muscle and joints, and then things for our kiddos too. So multivitamins for our kiddos and probiotics for them. So really, really great. This is going to be all things, doTERRA is awesome. These are all things to help with optimal health. And our health is our number one. So sometimes we kind of push ourselves aside and we just think, we want to spend money in this way or that way. But really investing in ourselves and making sure that we are bringing our best self and that we are our healthy self and we're really enjoying life. So a lot of our things from our health are stemming from that, and we want to make sure that we are living our best life. So with that is kind of what I was going to go over. There was 4 other oils I was going to briefly talk about. So those are on the front of the handout. So we have a couple others you'll notice that you'll find in kits and whatnot. So not the front, but the second page, sorry. So we have Balance. So, oh man, I don't have it in front of me. Nope, I don't have it in front of me. So Balance is a grounding blend. It's going to be all things amazing in bringing your anxious feelings down. So if you have Serenity or Lavender, pairing it with Balance is like, they say it's like Xanax, and it is. So Balance is one you can apply neat. It's going to smell a little woodsy, a little floral. It's going to have blue tansy, osmanthus, a lot of wonderful oils in it. And so you can actually apply it neat. I apply it to my diffuser necklace and to my bracelet all the time because it's one that just stays and it just reminds me to keep clear-headed during all the stresses in life. The other one is Aroma Touch. So kind of a good partner for Deep Blue. So this is a massage blend. This is going to have marjoram and basil. It's going to have cypress and lavender and grapefruit. So this is going to be all things really great for helping with pain, inflammation, again, sore muscle, joints, things like that. Same kind of camp with Deep Blue. So great one to have. And then the other one I was going to briefly talk about is Wild Orange. So if you love citrus, Wild Orange is like sunshine in a bottle. It is awesome. So this was one that I told Laura, I was like, I want to enroll, but I need Wild Orange. She's like, okay, because it didn't come in any of the kit. So this is a great one to add on. And very cost friendly too. So this is kind of the overview on oils. Some of you might be wondering, how do I get oils and how that all works and whatnot. So I just wanted to briefly talk about that so you understand and and you can always contact me if you have questions and want to move forward with that. So doTERRA is basically like a Costco membership for oils. They are online, and it makes it really easy to order from home, and they ship to you very, very quickly. So when you enroll with doTERRA, you are either going to pay a membership fee just like you would at Costco, which is $35, and you're going to buy one bottle at a time or whatever you want to do, onesie twosie it. But the cost-effective way, they us starter kits, and starter kits, there's a large range depending on what your need and budget is. There are a couple with the top 10 oils we talked about, but those are going to be all set up for you and ready to go, where you will have that membership fee waived as well. So for example, the Home Essentials Kit is what I started with. So the Home Essentials Kit is going to be all the top 10 oils we talked about. So these top 10 oils are 15 ml bottles. So the Home Essentials Kit comes with all 15 ml bottles, except for your Deep Blue will always come in at 5 ml. So it is going to give you everything to really get started, give you great basis for your family, cover immunity, respiratory, sleep, joints, everything we've talked about, cleaning, all those things. And then also helping with that internal cleansing too, if you're taking internally. Digestive as well. So that Home Essentials Kit also comes with a petal diffuser. So I've posted some pictures of that, but very nice, perfect little, it's like kind of a gray lavender with white, and I have that on my bedside, and now I have another one in my son's room, and the doTERRA diffusers are awesome because they really have great output. They seem smaller, but their output and their quality is so much better. So I highly suggest when that comes in a kit or any kind of promo to really steal that. They also have ones that are, so the Home Essentials kit is $275. So with that Home Essentials kit, like I talked about earlier, you're going to get that Serenity and then also a 15 ml of red mandarin, which I've talked about earlier today, for free. So that is great. That ends tomorrow too, by the way. So the Home Essentials kit is a great one. There's also the Family Essentials kit, which is very similar, but it's going to be all 5 ml bottles. So Deep Blue and the rest of those top 10 oils are all going to be in 5 ml bottles. Instead of a diffuser, you're going to get these little bad boys, which are beadlets. So there are, I think it's 125 beadlets, and this is peppermint and On Guard. And you're probably wondering what a beadlet is. So a beadlet is going to have a 1/4 drop of essential oil in each beadlet. They're super small. Let me see if I can do this without pouring them all out. And basically replaces your mints, but it does a lot of other things. So small you can even see, right? But you can pop it in your mouth. Go ahead and give it a little pop. Keep it in your mouth. You're really going to enjoy that fresh peppermint immediately. I also saw someone posted that they, you want to start out slow and depending on the age of the kiddo, but we don't necessarily give to our kids internally, and I don't really know what the safe age. I think it depends on the person, but they actually gave their child a beadlet, which is 1/4 drop of oil, so it's going to be diluted down and really easy for them to take. So I thought that was interesting. But anyways, so that Family Essentials kit is going to come with the 5 mLs of the top 10 oils along with the beadlets, and that one is $150, I believe. So with that Family Essentials kit, you would get the free red mandarin, but not the Serenity. So there are many other kits. You can go onto my site, which is on my profile, but I will also post it in the event too. And you can go on there. If you know you want to become a member, you want to enroll, you want to get started, you can go to become a member and go right into it. If you want to take a look around and you want to check out what kits are available, you just go to shop, check it out, and then just make sure my ID is in there when you enroll. That way you get access to me and all my resources and kind of have me as your go-to wellness advocate. So that is what I'm here for. I'm really passionate about this. I've seen the little oil miracles that have happened over and over, and it's just something I love. I want to share. I feel like everyone is unaware maybe of these tools that are out there, or maybe don't know how to use them. So super important to know that they're available. They're available for you and your family, your kids, and they can help us. And these days we are reading the back of bottles more often and being aware of what we're putting in our bodies. And I really just love that doTERRA makes it so simple. Everything is transparent. They also offer you all the education you need. So you can direct message me if you want some helpful links, but you can just go onto their website and click around, and you'll notice they have ebooks, they have blog posts. My friend Alicia, she posted the recipe for the hand sanitizer they make. So they make it very easy for you to get educated, so then you know what these little bottles can do for you and how to use them. So also, if you enroll with me, if you enroll with a kit or more, you are going to get the Essential Life book. So if you don't know what this is an oil Bible pretty much. This is a non-doTERRA book. This is going to have all things where you can look up ailments and individual oils and oil blends, and you're going to see the top properties, the uses. It is going to have recipes. It is going to have specific areas, so you can look up digestive and really pinpoint what you're looking for, and it's going to help you use those oils or realize what oils you maybe should be using. So it's a really great tool. I feel like it gives you value in what you're, you wouldn't know how to use those oils necessarily without, of course, asking me anytime, but just having something to refer to and educate yourself definitely goes a long way. So that is my gift if you enroll with a kit with me. So I hope you've enjoyed the class. I didn't get a whole lot of questions, but if you have questions after the class, feel free to direct message me, and I will get those answered. I am really happy I did this. I would love your feedback, and if there's anything you would like to learn next time. I am hoping to go ahead and also do one that is on more of a 102. You have your oils, you have your kit, now how to use them. So I will be offering that soon. I'll go ahead and pick a date and set up an invite for that. So feel free to attend whether you have oils or not. It's going to help open your eyes of how simple it is to use them. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this as much as me. Thank you. I'm so glad you all stayed on, and I hope the rest of you get to catch up with the rest of this. And thank you guys so much for listening. Take care.